On today's show, I'm bringing back a returning guest, and I'll tell you, I think this is going to be one of the hottest stocks in 2020. I brought you a lot of winners. You might want to take a look at this company. It is Tauriga Sciences, Inc. You can find them on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol TAUG. And with us today, we're very lucky and fortunate to have him. He's the chairman and CEO of the company, Mr. Seth Shaw. Seth, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
You know, you have put out quite a bit of information and press releases on your distribution and your gum. So if you would, how is the distribution channels processing in contrast with the last time that we did an interview there in November? Where are we at right now?
So let me start by saying that, first of all, thank you for having me again. A number of the important catalysts that have occurred recently, the process by which those catalysts were to be realized by the company started 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago. And one with the case of Alibaba, we started the process in March, which was a press release recently. And, it takes a long time. There's a long due diligence process. There's a comfort process. You really have to have all of your I's dotted and T's crossed. And you have to do everything properly. When we built our product, we built a great foundation. We did not cut any corners. We spent the money where we had to. And we made sure to develop our product in a high quality, ethical, and really impressive manner. So when we were to be put to these stringent due diligence tests, we passed with flying colors. So it's not by accident that you're seeing a number of positive things happen. And they're happening kind of in clusters because we started the process many months ago. With respect to our distribution channels, they have grown exceptionally well in the last weeks and month or two. And clearly, we were certified on the 19th of December as to become a domestic supplier by Walmart.
That's awesome.
We are now listed on Alibaba and have access to the marketplace of China. And then yesterday morning, on January 7th, 2020, we announced that we were certified as a vendor affiliate for the National Association of College Stores, which effectively speaking are the campus bookstores. Everybody who's been to college remembers charging your book.
4,000 of them.
It's a $10 billion market.
That's amazing.
And all of us who went to college, you remember charging on our ID card, clothing, books,
absolutely,
candy, waters. And for us, that was a big deal. I really wanted that. That process started back in August, and I really wanted that one because I feel that particular opportunity for us is compelling for a variety of reasons. And we're already just hours or a day or two after getting that certification, we're already making substantial progress. And we will be an exhibitor at the NACS Campus Expo in New Orleans in a month from today. So I'm very pleased with our distribution channels, and it's really a lot of hidden value for our shareholders. They're underutilized, and we get to the point where a company could end up potentially acquiring us just because of our distribution channels, or we could possibly charge a joint venture partner upfront for access to our distribution channels, or even make an acquisition and immediately realize synergies. So there's a lot of hidden value with respect to what I believe to be the strongest part of our company, our distribution channels.
Well, Seth, last time you were on the show, your stock was trading at around 3 cents. Now it's above 5 cents. So congratulations on that. That's about a 70% move. But that being said, I want to talk about your flagship product. What's so special about CBG isolates instead of CBD? What educate us. What's the difference?
So, as you know, we launched our flagship brand, Tauriga, with 3 distinct flavors of cannabidiol or CBD in isolate-infused chewing gum. Of course, mint, blood orange, and pomegranate are our 3 flavors for our CBD isolate-infused chewing gum. So we actually decided to develop, for a few reasons, a CBG or cannabidiol in isolate-infused version of Tauriga. We announced this recently. The expected flavor will be starfruit peach. CBG is another molecule from the same plant, and it's slightly different. It actually is sort of like this, early on, it's sort of like the stem cell of the cannabis plant, and then from CBG arises a THC and CBD and other phytocannabinoids. The thing is that it's much more difficult to isolate and much more expensive, actually. Just to read you a paragraph to clarify what CBG is. Cannabidiol is a non-psychoactive cannabinoid that plays an important role in the biochemistry of the cannabis plant. CBG acts as a chemical precursor, as I mentioned, to the other cannabinoids such as THC and CBD. This conversion typically takes place 6 to 8 weeks in the flowering cycle. CBG is present only in trace amounts in most cannabis strains. However, some hemp strains are specifically cultivated to generate higher yields of this cannabinoid. And it's something that may be a big part of the future of this industry. And as a company that's innovative with a very significant research and development capacity, we wanted to be ahead of the trend, ahead of the curve, and have a great product ready in the very near term. And we're really excited about the launch, and there's already been a significant amount of interest in that.
Seth, let me ask you this. Market cap around 4.4, very undervalued. I think your company is very undervalued. But where do you see your company, say, in 2 or 3 years from now?
So I believe that our products speak for themselves. I believe our products will continue to grow. I believe that we will be able to expand internationally, and I believe that we'll be able to make some strategic acquisitions, some growth organically, some by acquisition. I think that we'll have a nice business based upon what we're doing. But at the same time, I also believe that there's a potential pharmaceutical pathway for us, which could potentially help many people and also generate, if everything works out well, which of course there's no guarantees of, it could generate for our shareholders hundreds of millions of dollars of market cap, if not more. This morning at 11:27 a.m. Eastern Time, we issued the following press release. Tauriga Sciences Inc. confirms plans to commence the development of a pharmaceutical-grade version of Tauriga. The idea is that the one aspect, or medicinal aspect of CBD, this is based on a number of journals in the pharmaceutical space, that the regulation of nausea or anti-nausea properties of cannabinoids is something that's fairly well documented. And of course, we make absolutely no disease or treatment claims now. It's not ethical to do so unless you do have clinical data. The reason being is if somebody relies on that
Absolutely.
and there's no proven data, that may prevent them from using a treatment that's proven, and that could cause harm. So we never want to ever be in that position where we cross the ethics line. And however, if we do move forward with this project and we're able to run successful clinical trials and prove that a certain formulation or higher concentration formulation off of our existing Tauriga platform can have some sort of medicinal benefit, then we would have the potential to develop a pharmaceutical product. I think for us, we really believe in the potential anti-nausea properties of cannabinoids. So possibly this is just an example of an indication, maybe chewing gum that would be used as a monotherapy to treat extreme nausea as a symptom of ongoing chemotherapy treatment. So obviously a number of chemotherapy patients suffer from extreme nausea. I know many personally, and if this is actually able to help and can be proven to be safe and effective, and our platform, I believe, is outstanding as is for something like this, that would be a project that could help a lot of people utilize what I believe to be the most compelling medicinal value of CBD and generate a lot of value for our shareholders. So I'm committed to this. It's going to take at least 2 to 5 years, at least minimum of 2 years, probably more, and could cost 7, 8, 9, 10 million, maybe even more, but the upside is there. And I'm committed to doing something like this. I believe there is a viable pathway. It's going to be a long, hard process, and it's not going to be easy, but I actually think it's the right thing to do.
Well, Seth, I want to thank you for coming on the show, but I'm going to give you the last words. What is it that you want my listeners and your stockholders to take away from today's interview?
Well, I think besides what I've spoken about, maybe a life lesson, however old you are, whatever business you're doing, when you go to the drawing board, build a great foundation. Even if it takes longer or costs more money or it's more difficult, put those building bricks in place and do a good job. Make sure that everything's put in place properly and high quality, don't cut any corners, and build a foundation that's capable of supporting a very large and prestigious structure. And that would be my one point. We built a great foundation, and some of the success that we're having now is not by accident. It's because we built a great foundation in 2018 and in early 2019. So that would be the one thing I would like to stress, that the importance of doing things right from the beginning.
Very wise counsel. My guest today is Seth Shaw. He's the chairman and CEO of Tauriga Sciences, Inc. Look him up. They're on the OTCQB. TAUG, I think this is going to be one of the big breakout stocks of 2020. Market cap only 4.4. I think you're getting on the ground floor here. A lot of room to move. Seth, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Hopefully you come back on in 40 or 50 days and give us an update.
I'd be happy to, and thank you for having us again.
This program is entirely sponsored and produced by La Jolla Media LLC, which is responsible for the content. The opinions and information provided on this program are for educational and research purposes. Stock Day encourages all listeners of this program to do their due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that will work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional.